Is the new Johan Cruyff manager pack actually better than Luis A. Roman, aka Pep Guardiola? The answer is simply no. This is a manager review, so I'm going to be doing exactly that. I'm going to be reviewing the manager. I spent, I think, 500 or 900 coins, one of the two of them, to get this manager. You guys already saw the video anyway, so it's just a bit confusing because I forgot. The main points to take of it is that the Luis A. Roman formation is actually more versatile because you can switch between possession base, which is higher than Cruyff's formation. Luis A. Roman, aka Pep Guardiola, is 87 possession game, while Cruijff is 86. The thing is, 5-star players are boosted by 100%. The experience points that they gain are boosted by 100% using Pep Guardiola's formation. While in Cruyff's formation, the midfield players are boosted 400% at the experience. So if you want to upgrade a midfielder really quickly, use the Cruijff formation. But I don't think it's worth 500 coins. Moving on, if you already have gotten it or you're thinking of getting it, this isn't a loss. You can also use this formation for a quick counter and out wide. It's a very effective formation still, I can't lie to you. I tried using the 3-4-3 formation because that is exactly what Cruijff used to use back in the day when he was a manager, because he was of the philosophy, a little history lesson for anybody who doesn't know. He was of the philosophy that you don't need 4 defenders or 4 defenders at the back for teams who only had 2 strikers. So why waste an extra player in defense when you can obviously put them in midfield? So with his form of play now, what had happened is that his defensive midfielders actually did not have to be that aggressive. Their main job was to drop deep right in front of these 3 defenders, mainful or rightfully probably 3 center backs, and collect the ball and dictate the play. They were more orchestrators, or at least box-to-box players. I would think more orchestrators. So if you know Pep Guardiola, ironically, seeing that we're comparing the Pep Guardiola, formation to this formation, Pep Guardiola was one of the best midfielders under Cruijff. That's the crazy thing about it. Pep Guardiola was not the best defensively. He was not the best passer either, but his passing range was amazing. His passing range was amazing. He's on KDB level of passing. So just imagine what you could do. If you have the Pep Guardiola legend card, this card would fit perfectly in this formation. If you have the Pirlo legend card, that fits good. The Modric, the Scholes, anybody with amazing passing range, Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne, you can put them in a central midfield position or defensive midfield position, because they have 3 other midfielders that are helping them progress in attack as well as defending. It eases up the load off of one defender. So even though you're not using a Patrick Vieira, or you're not using the regular defensive midfielder that you'd be using like a Rijkaard or a Petit, you can use a Guardiola with a Pirlo right beside each other, and that would be effective in most matches because you're playing tiki-taka, fast, quick-paced football. And the thing about it is that I've taken to the online matches, played a couple matches here and there, and the matches have actually been quite effective, where even though I'm not using any striker, as in I'm not using any goal poachers right now, or at least I might not be starting with any goal poachers, the formation is very easy for attacking. The formation is very good, very balanced, and it's very easy to move around. As it relates to how quickly my players adapt to the new Cruijff formation, once your bonus is at least 70 team playstyle points, you can adjust to this formation excellently. And the good thing about this formation is that you can actually switch from, as I said earlier, from a position base to a long ball counter or a quick counter during the match, just in case you want to switch up the tactics a bit to suit your opponent. Notwithstanding that, if you're supposed to use the L Roman, aka Pep Guardiola, you can switch to more compatible things. You can switch to long ball counter, and possession ball game without having a problem with the dropping of the players. So all in all, I still think that the Pep Guardiola formation is better. But if you want to buy this formation out of nostalgia, you can. If you want to use this formation, you can. Let me just list out some of the players that you'll need. Firstly, you'll most definitely need an offensive goalkeeper, because offensive goalkeepers need to come off of their line. Seeing that it's just 3 at the back, there might be a little 1-2 passes that occur, and the over-the-top pass that may occur. Just in case, those offensive goalkeepers needs to be there. An offensive goalkeeper actually help you to progress the ball faster. So just in case you're about to hit a counter, or you need to get it to a target man that's up top, or a player that with good height, exceptionally well. Defense, it doesn't matter who you put in defense. Honestly, it doesn't matter who you put in defense. Any centre-back 3 pairing that you want to put in there, you can drop it in there. It really doesn't matter. The midfield, as I said, I'd go for mostly players that can pass the ball exceptionally well. Right now, I have usually Pep Guardiola, Pirlo, Scholes, those type of players in there. Yes, the play style similarity might be a problem in progressing the midfield, but one-touch passing is a thing. So when your players don't make that many runs forward, you literally just do one-touch passing or pass and go, touch and go, whatever you want to call it, and they will make runs forward. So it works out in your favor. The wing players now, I would like you to use a wing back as well as our actual left mid or a right mid. It's up to you. You can use a left mid and a left back, or you can use a right mid or a right back. It's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Any player that you want to use. You can use Neymar, you can use Vinicius Jr., you can use Rashford, you can use Bruno, you can use Cancelo, Luke Shaw, any type of players that you want to use. You can literally use any player that you want to use. And then up top, as I said, there are no strikers in this formation for me, but obviously you can use strikers in there. You can use a goal poacher. You can use 3 goal poachers up top if you want. But if you want a more classic Barcelona sense, if you want a more classic Barcelona feel, then you might go for the classic where you use a creative playmaker or 2 creative playmakers on the flank. You know what I'm saying? And a whole player up top or a target man up top. So in this formation, I'm using Cruijff as the main striker. But if I'm supposed to sub off Cruijff, I would more than likely use Kluivert. And to me, it does work effectively because all the players that I mentioned earlier, especially in the front 3, are excellent at passing. So even though they may not be that well progressing the ball forward, it does help that they do pass the ball exceptionally well. And when they pass the ball exceptionally well, guess what? Guess what? No, just think about it for a second. Guess what? When they pass the ball exceptionally well, the pass and go works exceptionally well. They can all curl the ball. They can all shoot from distance. They all have good passing. They all can draw fouls. They all can score free kicks. They're all good at set pieces. They all can score penalties. So it just works out in your favor. So there's literally nothing to really say, oh my God, you know, I'm not going to be too attacking. But even if the formation isn't as attacking as you would like it to be, literally what you can do is have super subs on the bench that are goal poachers. You can put on the Haalands. You can put on Mbappe, even though Mbappe is not a super sub. But trust me, Mbappe's pace, it's like he's a super sub. You can put on Isaac. You can put on Morientes, even though he's a fox in the box. You can put on Inzaghi ball and turn. Inzaghi ball and turn. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of players that you can add to this team that can make the team exceptionally well. You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question for the last time again, do I think that this formation is better than Pep Guardiola's formation? Absolutely not. But is it worth getting this formation out of the nostalgia for Barcelona? And if you can afford it, just get it. And if you want to upgrade the midfielders quickly, you can. Yeah, by all means. I'm sure there are other reasons why people prefer this formation. Just like what I prefer using Milisi over Pep Guardiola. Milisi isn't better than Pep Guardiola. But I want to use Ancelotti over Pep Guardiola. That's just my playing style. That's what I want to play with. Just like most people have amazing players and decide to use base players. It's definitely what you want to do, not what others want to do. Just know that you can literally spend, I guess, 500,000. I think it's 500,000 for Pep Guardiola formation. You can literally spend 500,000 for Pep Guardiola's formation. Or you can spend 500 coins, I think. I think it's 500 coins. You can spend 500 coins for Cruijff. So it's literally up to what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would definitely, this formation actually works good for 4-3-3. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly like the significance of an iconic moment or an iconic manager is. But I guess the only thing is really the affinity, you know what I'm saying? The experience points. That's really it. There's nothing really special about it. It was just Konami's way of getting nostalgic players to come back and support the game. Equally, if they bring a Sir Alex Ferguson right now to the team, it's over. Literally, if they bring Sir Alex Ferguson 4-2-2 formation, it's literally over. Or they bring a classic Mourinho from back in the day, Chelsea, when he won the league in his first year. Yeah, people will buy it. Not because the formation is better than the formations that are in the game, but because there's literally nostalgia there. It's just like right now, if they drop a Cristiano Ronaldo and a Messi card, even though you already have 10 Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi cards, you're gonna buy Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi cards again. It's just nostalgia, bro. They know how to get money from us, and they'll always get money from me. I just don't know if they'll always get money from you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this talk / everything. I'm out.